You've seen it before, a used car online with the perfect price tag. Single owner, low mileage, runs great. It feels like the deal of the year until reality hits. A week later, the check engine light turns on. A month later, the repair bill costs more than the car itself. And suddenly, that cheap deal isn't cheap anymore. But here's the twist, not every budget car is a disaster waiting to happen. Some of them are quietly legendary. Cars that mechanics themselves recommend. Simple, reliable, built to take a beating and keep going. So today, we're revealing 9 affordable cars that are actually worth every dirham or dollar. No dealership hype, no fancy marketing. Just real cars that stand the test of time. Let's start with one compact hatchback that proves small doesn't mean weak. It means smart. Suzuki Swift, the little fighter that never quits. It may look small, but don't let that fool you. The Suzuki Swift has built a cult following for one reason. It just refuses to die. Under the hood, it packs a humble 1.2-liter naturally aspirated petrol engine. No turbo, no fancy electronics, just good old-fashioned reliability. It's the kind of setup that mechanics love because there's simply less to break. The Swift is light, zippy, and fuel-efficient, perfect for crowded cities, but what really makes it stand out is how tough it is. You'll hear stories of owners crossing 180,000 miles with nothing more than regular oil changes and basic servicing. And the best part? Replacement parts are everywhere and dirt cheap. Need a new alternator, brake pads? You'll find them at almost any corner shop without burning a hole in your wallet. It's small, simple, and shockingly stubborn, a car that's been quietly outlasting models twice its price. But if Japan knows how to build small cars that last forever, South Korea wasn't far behind. And this next one proves that style and strength can absolutely go hand in hand. Kia Ceed, the quiet achiever. When the Kia Ceed first rolled out, hardly anyone took it seriously. It was just another budget hatchback, right? But quietly over the years, it started earning something money can't buy: trust. The secret? A simple, pre-turbo 1.6-liter petrol engine. No high-strung performance tuning, no complicated sensors or fragile components. Just an honest powertrain that does its job day after day without the drama. Add to that Kia's industry-leading 7-year factory warranty, and suddenly people started noticing. A company doesn't hand out a warranty that long unless it knows the car will hold up. Mechanics like it too. It's straightforward to work on, with plenty of cheap parts that keep maintenance light and stress-free. Nothing flashy, nothing fragile, just a dependable companion that quietly racks up miles while others sit in repair shops. The Ceed doesn't scream for attention, it earns it. And that's exactly why so many owners refuse to let go of theirs. But while Kia perfected the art of practicality, Honda took simplicity and turned it into pure engineering magic. Honda Jazz, the car that outlives its owners. If there's one car that's earned the nickname the forever car, it's the Honda Jazz. Ask any longtime owner why they still drive one and you'll get the same answer: because it just never breaks. Powered by a modest 1.4-liter petrol engine, the Jazz isn't trying to be fast, it's built to last. No turbo, no complicated electronics, just pure, time-tested Honda engineering that keeps going when everything else starts falling apart. It's one of those rare cars you'll find in every generation, grandparents passing it down to their kids, and it still starts on the first turn. MOT test data even backs it up, showing some of the lowest failure rates in its class. And then there's the interior, deceptively spacious, thanks to Honda's clever magic seats. You can flip, fold, and rearrange them in ways that make the Jazz feel more like a minivan than a hatchback. Simple, reliable, clever. This isn't just a car, it's a lifelong companion that asks for little and gives back endlessly. But not every Honda is small and sensible. Our next pick brings that same legendary toughness with a rebellious edge. Honda Civic, the reliable rebel. Some cars play it safe, the Honda Civic, it never did. This is the car that proved reliability doesn't have to be boring. Under the hood sits the iconic 1.8 IVTC, smooth when you want comfort, lively when you want fun, and practically indestructible no matter how hard you push it. It's one of those engines that doesn't just survive, it thrives on miles. 200,000, Many owners pass that with nothing more than oil changes and regular checks. From Honda's bold, sporty side, we now move to Toyota's silent warrior, a car that quietly keeps Britain and much of the world moving every single day. Toyota Avensis, the taxi that never tires. It's not flashy, it's not fast, and it's definitely not the kind of car that turns heads. But here's the truth, the Toyota Avensis doesn't need to. Because while other cars chase trends, this one quietly built a reputation the hard way through endurance. Under the hood sits the humble 1.8-liter petrol engine, a masterpiece of no-drama engineering. No turbo, no tricks, just solid reliability that's become legendary in taxi fleets across Europe. These cars have spent years racking up 200,000 miles, 300,000 miles, even more with little more than routine maintenance. Ask any taxi driver why they trust the Avensis and they'll tell you the same thing: it just doesn't quit. Parts are cheap, repairs are rare, and breakdowns almost unheard of. It's the kind of car that gets ignored on the street, but quietly outlives everything around it. But let's shrink things down for a second, because Toyota's toughest small car might just outlast them all. Toyota Yaris, the city car that refuses to die. In a world of high-tech hatchbacks packed with fragile gadgets, the Toyota Yaris is refreshingly old school, and that's exactly why it lasts. Its 3-liter petrol engine is as close to indestructible as cars get. No turbo, no fancy electronics, no unnecessary drama, just pure, proven Toyota engineering that keeps going year after year. Owners routinely clock 200,000 miles or more with nothing beyond basic oil changes and routine servicing. It's the kind of car that starts first try on a freezing Monday morning and still feels the same on a Sunday road trip 10 years later. At MOT time, it's a star pupil. Failure rates are among the lowest in its class, with most advisories limited to simple wear-and-tear items like tires or brakes. And when something finally does wear out, parts are everywhere and cheap. It's not built to impress, it's built to survive. That's why mechanics love it, families trust it, and old Yarises still fill car parks across Britain. And while Toyota may own the reputation for bulletproof builds, another Japanese brand has quietly crafted a super mini just as unstoppable. Mazda 2, the featherweight fighter. Don't let its size fool you. The Mazda 2 might look like a lightweight, but on reliability, it punches way above its class. Underneath that compact frame lies Mazda's Skyactiv petrol engine, a gem that's clean, efficient, and built to take a beating. No turbochargers to fail, no overcomplicated emission systems, just simple, honest engineering that thrives on daily driving. Owners often see these cars cross 150,000 miles and beyond with nothing more than oil changes, filters, and fuel. It's light, nimble, and surprisingly fun, yet somehow tough enough to handle years of city abuse. The only real caution? Rust. Older models can show a few spots around the arches and sills, but it's usually cosmetic, not mechanical. Beneath the surface, the drivetrain just keeps going. For drivers who want something small, spirited, and stress-free, the Mazda 2 is a hidden hero, a featherweight that never quits. But if you're craving a bit more room without losing that bulletproof simplicity, our next pick from Europe delivers exactly that. Skoda Fabia, the boring car that outsmarts everyone. It might not turn heads in the car park, but the Skoda Fabia quietly earns respect where it matters most, on the road and in the workshop. Underneath its plain exterior lies VW engineering at its simplest. The 1.2 MPI petrol engine is easy to maintain, rarely fails, and keeps ticking mile after mile with just basic oil changes. No flashy tech, no overcomplicated systems, just reliable, honest engineering. Insurance is low, parts are everywhere, and repairs are cheap. Mechanics secretly love these cars because they're straightforward to fix and owners rarely face unexpected breakdowns. It's not glamorous, it's not flashy, but for anyone who wants stress-free ownership, the Fabia is a silent genius, boring on the outside, brilliant where it counts. And for the top spot, we're moving to a car that defines reliability around the globe, the ultimate small car that refuses to quit. Toyota Corolla, the benchmark of reliability. If there's one car that has quietly set the standard for reliability worldwide, it's the Toyota Corolla. A global bestseller for decades, it has earned a reputation few cars can match. The secret lies in its proven engines and no-nonsense design. Minimal electronics, simple maintenance, and thoughtful engineering mean it outlasts almost everything in its class. Owners routinely see 200,000 miles and beyond without drama, and mechanics know exactly how to keep them running smoothly. It's also a smart investment, holds value better than many rivals, and repairs are straightforward and affordable. The Corolla isn't flashy or exciting, but it doesn't need to be. It's the gold standard of dependable motoring. And number one on our list is Toyota Yaris, the city car that refuses to die. In a world of high-tech hatchbacks packed with fragile gadgets, the Toyota Yaris is refreshingly old school, and that's exactly why it lasts. Its 1.3-liter petrol engine is as close to indestructible as cars get. No turbo, no fancy electronics, no unnecessary drama, just pure, proven Toyota engineering that keeps going year after year. Owners routinely clock 200,000 miles or more with nothing beyond basic oil changes and routine servicing. It's the kind of car that starts first try on a freezing Monday morning and still feels the same on a Sunday road trip 10 years later. At MOT time, it's a star pupil. Failure rates are among the lowest in its class, with most advisories limited to simple wear-and-tear items like tires or brakes. And when something finally does wear out, parts are everywhere and cheap. It's not built to impress, it's built to survive. Now it's your turn. Have you owned any of these cars? Did they live up to their legendary reputation, or did they surprise you with a repair bill? Drop your story in the comments. Your experience might help someone else make the smart choice. And if this video helped you spot a hidden gem or avoid a dud, smash that like button, subscribe, and share with a friend who's car shopping. You might just save them thousands. Because at the end of the day, flashy fades but reliability stays.